Hello everybody, Mike and Moose here, and today we're starting the finishing touches on our Tiger Moth Photo-Etch challenge build. Today we're going to do the priming, the painting, clear coat, and decals. All that's coming up next on Modeling with Mike. Okay, welcome back. And our first part, we're going to prime all this photo etch on the wing, the upper and lower wing, on the side of the engine here, and the stabilizers. And for that, I'm going to be using Kaleido Gray Primer from Gallery. Always remember to use your mask even if you're spraying acrylics. Going to be using a dropper, and both of my regular airbrushes are being cleaned, being soaked in cleaner right now, so I can't use them. My good old cheapo Gallery cheapo single action is working, so I can use that. So first things first, I want to get these roughed up a bit. So I'm gonna just lightly put some sandpaper over them. Just scuff them up a bit so the paint will stick and the primer will stick. There you go, it's roughed up a little bit. Do it on the other side. There we go. Now, I'm not planning on shooting into the cockpit per se. Just gonna do the wings in there. So I might regret it, but I'm gonna leave the cockpit unmasked until I do painting. Then we'll see. Well, we will mask it. There's no we'll see to it. And we'll put some primer in there. Make sure this bad boy's closed up on top. I'm going to tell you this before I start because I'm going to have my mask on. We're going to put thin coats on it. Thin coats on it. Because two things, you don't want it to pool around these things, and you don't want it to totally cover them up. So make sure you get thin coats on it. And I forgot to say, we're going to clean this airbrush with Kaleido Airbrush Cleaner. Alright, that being said, I'm going to put this mask on and we will start priming. Alright, now as you can see, got everything nice and primed. got a little spitty at the end, but hopefully that'll even out. And now I will clean the airbrush out, let this dry for an hour or two. I'll come back and we'll see if we can do some painting on it. So we'll be back in a bit. All right, and we're back, and it's been about 2 hours since I did this, and the primer that we used is nice and dry. And time to start painting. So I decided to do this painting job here from the K4259G Enmo Headcorn Aerodrome, Kent, England, 2018. And basically all I need to do is a layer of silver on here. That's going to be all this stuff that says it's supposed to be matte cockpit green. I already have that painted. I painted that during construction. The rest of this here and the tires and the prop, I'm going to go ahead and paint that silver, and when I go and do touch-ups, I'll put the black on then. We need silver, we'll put that away. So, gee, lucky me. For Christmas, Santa Claus gave me a 12-piece Kaleido Colorworks set. So, I'll open that up. Let's take a look-see. Pull out silver. Silver! Here we go. We'll give this a quick shake. Okay, we need a glove, so I have to go get the glove. I'll be right back. Okay, got my glove. Let's get ready here. Once again, gonna need the mask. Let's get our silver paint on here. Yes. All right, we'll get just a little bit of thinner. I don't need that much. Just maybe a drop or two. 5 drops of thinner in there. But there we go. Basically, same thing as before, folks. We want some thin coats till it gets covered up. Same way all around. Thin coats till it gets covered up. Cover the whole thing. One thing I forgot to do that needs to be done. Moosey, excuse me. I need to get some tape. Sorry about that, folks. I forgot to mask off the canopy. So I do need to do that. Okay, that'll work. Just has to cover it up. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Covered up there. Covered up there. Rest of it we can touch up. Okay, there we go. We got it all covered up. Get our tape over there. Now basically, like I said before, what we want to do, nice thin coats all around. Do the bottom first. Yeah, that would make sense. Do the bottom first, then the top, and then we'll, once we got it all painted, wait for another couple hours. Come back about 7 o'clock tonight. Come back and do the clear coat. So here we go. Alright, now this brush isn't spraying, so I need to go in and clean it. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I just increased the pressure on this, and it is we are starting to get some paint out of here. A little playing with the trigger, but hey. Starting to work. There we go. Here it comes. Nice. It's coming nice now. Yeah, one thing I forgot is if you're doing metallics, you either have to do one or two things. You either increase your pressure or increase the size of your needle nozzle combination. And the paint's coming on nicely now after that. So, there we go. Once again, I'm using Kaleido silver out of the metallic range. There we go, and we're gonna turn this off. We need to put another load of paint in here. Sorry, Moosey. My cane fell down. About knocked Moosey on the butt. So, bad daddy. One thing I forgot to do that time, put our mask back on. Here we go. Nice job. Now I can put this on top of here. Okay, one more cup and that'll be it. Alright, here we go. Finish this out. Get everything on this. Okay. I'll put that on there. Figure that out. Put my fingers on it. Here we go. It looks uneven, but trust me, this paint levels out excellently. Give it about 3 or 4 hours till 7 o'clock. That'll look like a nice, smooth silver finish on there. So now I am going to clean out the airbrush. Gonna give this it's about 3:45 now. Come back about 7, give it a good 3 hours to dry. We'll come back, put some of that Kaleido gloss coat on there before we put decals on. So we'll be back in about 3 hours. All right, welcome back to the booth. And we have our freshly painted, freshly painted Tiger Moth here. And it's time to put on some clear coat. So what I'm gonna put on here is Kaleido gloss varnish from Gallery. Shake it up real good. As always, put on your mask. Not quite yet. I gotta put this on here and get dashing my color cup. Put that up here. Put on my mask now. Just like the painting and the priming, I'm going to do light coat underneath and put it on the stand and do the tops. So put on the mask. Put on the mask and turn on the vent system. Turn on the gas, and off we go. All right, I'm gonna have to clean this out real quick, so we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and we got it working enough to get this clear coat on, so we're gonna try this again. Get a little clear coat in there. Once again, this Kaleido clear coat from Gallery. Close this up. There's gonna be some shaking, rattling, and rolling going on. Put this back up here so I can put my mask back on. Remember, light coats. And here we go. Alright, there we have it. We're clear coated Tiger Moth. So we're gonna let this dry overnight. Let's check something in here. Now I'm going to once again clean out the brush, and as I said, we're gonna let this dry overnight. We'll come back and do the decals. So we'll be back tomorrow. Okay, welcome back to the bench. Our clear coat has dried and we're ready to do some decal work. As you can see, I got my microsol homebrew, my microset homebrew. Microsol homebrew. You of course can't do any of this without your decals. Gonna need a pair of tweezers, a brush to brush on the microset and microsol homebrew, and a pair of scissors and maybe a toothpick. As I said yesterday, I'm going to do this scheme here. I believe what I'm gonna do is maybe do like 5 decals, and then I will stop the camera and finish out the decals and show you at the end what they look like. So the first thing I'm gonna do, there's 2 different schemes here, and they have a line between the 2, so I just cut out along the line, get these 2 separated, and then I can be off to the races. All right, there we go. This one goes back in the box for now till I'm ready to throw away the box. So first thing we need is 49, which are these roundels. Get one on each end of the top wing. We just cut these out. These back. Now I need a micro set homebrew. Circle it around the area you're gonna place your decal. Put your decal and soak it in the water for at least 60 seconds. Okay, there's a minute. See if this is sliding off yet. Oh, needs a little more time. Okay, left it in there another 30 seconds. Come on now. You want to go off, don't you? Sure you do. There we go. It's a coming off. Oh, uh-oh. And we had a little, well, problem here. Houston, we have a problem. We can fix it. That on there. There we go. And we have another little piece right here. Go on. And there's a little dog upstairs that is just yapping. If it gets mostly started, I'm sorry. It's like we might have to do a little painting on part of this. Okay, now we put our Microsoft homebrew on there. And definitely gonna have to do a little painting. But that's alright, we can do that. Now we get this other one, put some microset on there. I would say leave these on for maybe 100 seconds or so. They'd be fine. Put this on here for 100 seconds. Okay, there's 100. These are not wanting to play correctly. And then a little longer. Okay, hold it. There we go. We just need to keep it in there a little longer. Off it comes. Bingo. Okay, get some microsol on there. Then our next two will be 29 and 34. These are the little stripes here. So we'll cut off these big letters and the small roundels. All right, 29 and 34. It's this one here. Yes, it's 29. We also need 34. 34, okay. There we go. Put our microsol. That will go right about there. Yes. Alright. Put this in there for at least 100. Okay. Come on now. Slide off of there. Be good. Okay, a little longer. Okay. There we go. On she comes. Onto there. On there, like so. There we go. Have fit on there. Okay, and there we go. Get some microsol on there. Not sure that exactly fits right there, but never told me to. Now, the other side. Microset on there. Okay, and we will drop this one in there. We'll just leave it set while we cut off these next two pieces. And there will be 42, 43 right there. And those will be the last two I put on before I turn camera off and finish up with these bad boys, because these are gonna take a while. These are definitely gonna take a while. Some stripes to put on. Let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, we got 6 more stripes to put on. This stripe to put on. Numbers all over the place. Yeah, definitely going to have some time invested in this by the time it's all said and done. All right, in there. Okay, definitely grab a hold here. There we go. And see if this is coming off yet. Yes, it is. Put it on here. And she's coming. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. I know the problem with this one. This one needs to be reversed. There we go. That one looks much better now. Yes, yes, yes. Very nice. Get some microsol on there. Then we'll have 2 more decals to do. That one, straighten her out. Oh no, there you go. There we go. Need another microsol homebrew down here. This one's gonna go. Put some where the other one's gonna go. There we go on that. Stick this other one in there. Okay. We will need 6 and 38. There's 36 coming off. That over there. So that'll be next. 38. Right here. Okay. Let's get this one out. Oh yeah, this one's coming off nicely. And down on there. Here we go. Straighten her out. Yes. Perfect. Other one we'll put down in there. Getting ourselves a nice little system going here, which is nice. All right. Looking good. Looking good. So far, so good. This will be the last one I put on. Whoopsie. Put that in there. This one will slide. Don't break on me. Right in there. Yes. Nice. Okay. That, and we'll put microsol homebrew on both of them. Make sure they lay down there nicely. There we go. As you see, we have all these left to put on, and it took all that time to put those 6 on. So I'm gonna turn off the camera, and when I'm done with all these, I'll turn it back on and show you the finished product. I'll be back. All right, and we're back, and I just finished decaling this bad boy. There she is. Look at the other side and the bottom. I still have about, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, about 8 more decals to do around the propeller and the wheels, but I have to do that after I do my touch-up painting, and also have to paint a little blue spot there where that decal broke, so I can cover that up. So I'll have a little painting to do, big deal. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm gonna clean up here, and then we'll turn around and we'll finish this video out. So we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So the decaling's done. There's a couple of parts that didn't go quite right. The stripes on the top wing, on the top side of the top wing, wanted to wrinkle up quite a bit. And the more I added on the microsol, the more they crinkled up. So I'm thinking there might have been some imperfection in the painting. So I left them alone. They seem to be straightening out. So That's cool. All we got left is detail painting. Painted the wheels and the prop and put the decals on there. Need to put the windshields on. Weathering and a quick matte coat, and that should be it. So if you like what you've seen so far, press like and subscribe. Both buttons help the channel quite a bit. Don't forget about the giveaway, the model giveaway for our first anniversary / 500 subscribers. All you got to do is, you have till the 8th to do it, which will be this coming Thursday. You have till Thursday. All you got to do to enter is put a comment in the comment section. You could do it on this video or the last video I made, which was our anniversary special, and just spell out the words 1 year, either by themselves or you could use it in a comment. But as long as you spell out 1 year, don't put the number 1 in year, spell it out, okay? And then the drawing will be on the 9th, which will be Friday. So don't forget about that. Don't forget about the Facebook group, the Frugal Scale Modeler. Always leave a link to it in the video description. It'll take you to the home page, answer 3 questions, agree to the group rules, and you can start posting. It's easy as that. And don't forget about the gallery discount. Every time you're on the gallery website, just enter the discount code MWMike, all capital letters, all one word, at checkout, and you'll get a 10% discount on your order. Also, if you're on the gallery storefront on Amazon, at checkout, enter the discount code SH48Mike, again, all capital letters, all one word. Enter that at checkout, and you'll get a 5% discount on your order. So next video, we're going to finish off this bad boy by doing some touch-up painting. We're going to do some weathering. We're going to add the final little pieces to it that I've saved to the end, and we're also going to put a final dull coat on it. And I'll also give you my final thoughts on the kit, plus the all-important final score, so you won't want to miss that. So that's all I have for this one. You know what we always say around here, never stop pushing your modeling boundaries. Until next time, bye!